Today, I will be talking about the M4 assault rifle that literally is probably the most underused assault rifle in the game as of currently. It's a beginner level AR with an immense amount of drawbacks. However, I managed to develop a gunsmith build for the M4 that makes it a strong competitor and feels great in the hand. Only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. If you end up enjoying this video, consider subscribing and you can always change your mind. The M4 is definitely an AR most players would love to avoid using. However, it can be good depending how strong your aim is in the game. This assault rifle will reward you tremendously on that front when used correctly and when you know how to position yourself as well. Its mobility, fire rate, and accuracy is, in my opinion, one of the best to use. Now, starting off with the M4, right, in terms of its versatility, it's good for the short, medium range, and long range department, of course. However, it's more tailored. The build that I have today, it's more tailored for the medium range department because it's a SMG kind of build. But it's great in all those aspects. It has very good mobility. Its mobility, I would say, is ranked number 5 in terms of its other competitors. ADS speed is genuinely really fast. It has super high accuracy. The iron sights are great. They're usable. They're tolerable, even though they're pretty small in retrospect. And like I said, I advise not to use a red dot on the M4 at all. It has very good control. And, no horizontal or any type of vertical recoil at all on this gun. This gun basically is a really good beginner's weapon, and, when people first download the game, they use the M4, and like I said, it's a beginner weapon, so it takes less amount of skill to use, right? It has very fast fire rate that is manageable, and somewhat doable in terms of the magazine capacity. I do have a 50-round magazine attachment on the M4 with this specific build, and the damage is relatively, I would say, on the medium side, kind of in the middle between good and kind of, trashy. But overall, still pretty good in its own entire unique aspect in stats, right? So getting to the play style, we have be aggressive. All the time. With this specific build, the M4 is kind of like a post-up AR in all of its entirety, but the build that I have, it's basically it turns it into an SMG, which is what I really like. I think the M4 making it an SMG is actually really good. And speaking of which, when you are using different variants of the M4, using different Gunsmith build, it's sort of like a post-up AR. You don't really want to be genuinely rushing with it if you're not using a silenced build. So I would definitely be aggressive, semi-rush. This is kind of like a build-up AR, like some of the most ARs that I've talked about on my channel, where they take some time to build up, slide and jump in gunfights. I would also suggest proning with this weapon. It's very good. And since the M4 is light, it's really light, you can get up easily from the prone very quickly. Position yourself close to the enemy, as always. Get up front and personal. With a gun like this, you want to make sure you're really close because you're not really going to do that much damage from afar. Keep repositioning after every kill. Always reload after every kill. I tell you guys that every time. Take advantage of every small to big part of the map, especially head glitches. And if you are going to be using my build, really avoid taking the extreme long-range gunfights because it is a silenced build and it does kind of remove some of the other aspects from the M4. And if you are going for different builds, you can. But with this specific build, if you are going to try my build, definitely avoid taking really long-range gunfights. And, as always, great piece of advice for you guys players, adventurous players out there who love taking those long-range gunfights, definitely tap fire. I cannot tell you guys enough about that. And now, let's go ahead and talk about, the Gunsmith build for the M4. What do I recommend? So, starting off, we got the YKM integral suppressor, the OWC laser tactical, the no stock, the granulated grip tape, and the 50-round extended mag. And, you're probably asking me later, like, oh, why go the SMG build? Well, honestly, the M4 is kind of it's kind of a very translucent weapon, meaning that, there's better options. And if you are going to use this weapon, you have to call yourself crazy. And like I said, this is a weapon where you can use. It's actually usable in ranked. And honestly, if you really just want to chill, lay back, and have fun, and just slay enemies, this is a really good gun to use. If you have really good aim. Like I said, in this video, you can see I'm beaming people. I'm also staying with head glitches. I'm staying kind of in smaller areas of the map. I don't really tend to go out a lot and be in the open with this gun because this gun does not necessarily have the capabilities to do that. But when I do, I'm able to do a very good job. And like I said, the integral suppressor provides it being suppressed, and then you've got the OWC laser tactical that gets it to where you can handle the accuracy, and the ADS speed, no stock, gives it more mobility. 50-round extended mag, because this M4 shoots incredibly fast. I think it's underrated in terms of its fire rate, which is why it goes through ammo so quickly, and just to give it a granulated grip tape to where it makes the accuracy a little bit tighter, and that's basically it. And yeah, so I definitely hope you guys enjoyed the build. And also, I do want to thank everyone for 700 subscribers. It is an unbelievably good milestone that we have reached, and we're going to keep celebrating all those milestones, and let's get strong and move to 1K, baby. I love all of you guys for watching. watching the video, supporting the channel, and doing everything you guys can to hype me up, because honestly, there's nothing more exciting than to wake up every day, record a video, and give you guys some really good gameplay. And with that being said, guys, here's going to be the ranked loadout for the M4 I used in today's video. Feel free to try out this loadout in Legendary Ranked and let me know how it did for you. If you guys enjoyed today's video, let me know in the comment section down below which tip helped you the most. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.